Oh. All your friends. Yeah. Yeah. We had a good time. Yeah. Going back to Los Angeles now, but we should be coming back in a month or so. Okay. Yes, it is. Yes, especially Solange. She really enjoyed it.
Everyone, please say 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Wish once again, as usual, a very good spiritual evening today too. So today is 21st of October. For Vipassana meditators, they only have another 1 week remaining to practice Vipassana. So time is flowing. Time is passing very, very fast. It's something that we cannot control. It is not something that is under our control. The nature of wise person is to understand this nature and then dedicate as much as time for the practice to developing it. Because finally, all the things that you accumulate, material things that you accumulate in life, they won't stay with you forever. At the end of your life, all kinds of material properties that you do have, the money, and at the same time the fame and everything, you leave behind and you go away, right? The only thing which will help you later on too, which will help you is the positive energy that you develop within. Not only that, throughout this life too, all those material things, they don't bring much happiness. The happiness that you gain from those material things, it's when we compare it with the spiritual happiness that you gain, that when we compare it with the spiritual happiness that we are developing, it's a small thing. So as wise people in this impermanent world, in this with the as beings who are facing this fast flowing time, so we have to be wise enough to dedicate as much as time to progress in the practice. It's good for you. First of all, it brings benefits for you, and then it brings benefit for the other people. And so at least throughout this life, you will be able to live happily, peacefully, and comfortably, right? So dedicate as much as time. So today too, we are going to start the practice. All students will be instructed to observe the sensations. So top to bottom and bottom to top, right? Part by part, pitch by pitch. Keep on observing the sensations as they originally are. Don't imagine. So let them arise as they originally are. Don't so there may be certain sensations that you cannot name. That's fine. If you just feel the sensation, be aware and understand this sensation is also impermanent and about to pass away. Sooner or later, it will pass away, giving birth to another sensation. It will also pass away, giving birth to another one. This is the nature of our body. And at the same time, be aware about your thoughts too. So sometimes, you might remember about some certain kind of when you are progressing in Vipassana too. Now you are gradually going to encounter certain thoughts which are so hard enough to pierce your meditation. So now the thoughts, the angry thoughts that are coming, they are somewhat deep-rooted ones. Not very deep-rooted, but still they can penetrate your mind. So the small irritating feelings now, they don't bother you because you really understand that everything is impermanent and they can't come and make you clumsy, so make you angry. But now the thoughts, so the thoughts which are stronger than that, they will come up. At such times too, please understand these strong angry thoughts, these strong jealousy thoughts, these strong negative thoughts, they also have the same phenomenon. They will last for a considerable period of time and they will pass away too. You have to be wise enough not to feel them. Even though how hard they are, still you have to be aware that these are impermanent too, and these are not arising for the benefit of me, right? So you should practice just like I taught you about the anger eating devil, the story about anger eating devil and the king of the gods. Can you remember? Right. Okay. So yeah. Once the king of the gods. This is a simile which was given by the Buddha. So once the king of the gods, he went away from the mansion for some kind of a scheduled work. So at that time, a demon, a small tiny demon, came inside the palace of that king of the gods. So then the guards, they saw this, so this demon, and started scolding, you ugly stinky demon, why are you coming inside, go away. When they scolded like that, what happened? That demon grew in size, that demon grew in bad smell, and that demon grew in its bizarreness, right? It was more bizarre and more ugly. And then it was going forward, and so the others, they started scolding and they were trying to stop him. But the more that they scolded, the more that they shouted at it, this demon grew in size, grew in bad smell, and grew in ugliness, right? Now it's very ugly. Size is so big, and now and it's very, very stinky now. it went, but all of them, they were, so since it is more powerful now, more big now, more stinky now, they were, all the other goats, they were reluctant to go and fight. Then this demon went all the way inside the palace and sat on the crown seat of the king of the gods. And then at that time, king of the gods, he came back. He came back, and when he entered the palace, he heard what has happened. The guards let him know, O king, and anger and a tiny demon entered our palace, and the more we scolded, it grew in size, grew in ugliness, and grew in its bad smell. Now it is sitting on your crown seat. So please do something. Then the king of the goats, he understood. He went inside, and then started talking to, went inside and bow. So he knelt in front of the demon, anger-eating demon. And then he said, right, now, first of all, let me welcome you to our beautiful palace. So whenever he said so, that demon's size. So when he said that word, that demon's size, that demon's bad smell, that demon's ugliness, all those qualities got reduced. And then after that, he again told this anger-eating demon, since you came, so it is a great pleasure to see you here. How wonderful that you visited us. What do you want to eat? Do you like ambrosia? Do you like some kind of, let's modify it. Do you want fruit salad? Do you want boiled vegetables? Do you want pudding? Do you want curd? Or do you want ice cream? What do you want? The more he told nice words, that demon got reduced in size, in bad smell, and at the same time in ugliness. Finally, so the more he said nice words to it, so its size grew lesser and lesser, and then after that, its stinginess, it went away. It reduced to a very great level, and now this anger-eating demon, it's very small in size. So then the king of the goats asked the guards to take it and throw, take it out and throw it to the street, right? So negative thoughts are just like that. So they now they are just like the previous ones but now these thoughts are more stronger. So if you again feed this, so then you are going to go for a long time. So you will go away for a long time from the meditation. So be aware, and whenever these thoughts arise, these negative thoughts arise, be aware and understand these thoughts arise not for the benefit of me. These thoughts arise not for the benefit of me. This thought has arisen for the harm of me. This thought is not beneficial, or not only for me, for the others too. This negative thought is harmful not only for me, for the others too. And this negative thought covers my wisdom. This negative thought brings me suffering, right? And this negative thought closes my way to attain real peace and real happiness. So I won't pay attention to this thought. How do you think? This thought is not beneficial for me. And this thought is, this thought is harmful for me and harmful for the others. This thought is not beneficial for me and at the same time not beneficial for the others. It closes my wisdom, right? It covers my wisdom, right? This thought, let's say anger, this thought of anger covers my wisdom. This thought of anger then closes my way, my path to attain real peace and real happiness. So when you think like that, it'll go away. So keep this thinking in mind. Whenever those kinds of thoughts arise, please remind. When you remind, what will happen is those thoughts will go away. Right? Got it? So what do you think? These thoughts are not, this is not beneficial for me. Right? This thought is harmful for me. This thought is not beneficial not only for me, for the others too. This thought is harmful for me, not only harmful for me, for the others too. Then after that, it covers my wisdom and it closes my path. So it closes my path to attain real peace and real happiness. When you think like that, the more you think it with understanding, those strong negative thoughts will gradually go away. So even though it's a very strong one, gradually, so even though a rock is very hard, so even though you have a small, what do we call it?
Chisel.
Yes, the chisel. So even though it's a small chisel, so when you hit, right? When you hit again and again and again, there will be a point that even though how big that rock is, it'll break. Just like that, keep on hitting. And even though it's a very strong negative thought, when you hit like that, so it'll melt. And finally, it'll go. So please practice like that when you encounter those strong negative thoughts. So, right? So please practice like that. Now we are going to start today's meditation. So that is for the benefit of Vipassana meditators. So, so the other new meditators, they can also apply it into your life, your practice. So new meditators will be asked to practice breathing meditation. Please focus on your breath. When the breath is coming in, be aware. When the breath is going out, be fully aware. And if it is long, if it is short, if it is gross, if it is soft, let it be so. Your job is just to observe. Let it come in, be aware. Let it go out, be aware. Keep on observing the breath. And develop your inner concentration. Develop your inner calmness. Develop your inner peace. Now everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, and head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. And now let your whole body to calm down. As usual, let me pay our respect to the Buddha with the regular short stanzas. And after that, we will start today's silent meditation time. Namo nase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Itimiso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vijjacharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavinu Aruttaro Purisa Dhammasarati Satta Deva Manussanam Buddho Bhagavati Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sangnittiko Akaliko Ehi Passiko Opanaiko Paccatang Veditammo Vinyo Hiti Supanipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujupanipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Panipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sami Chipatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidang Chattari Purisa Yugani Ate Purisa Puggala Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuneyo Pahuneyo Dakineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anutterang Punyakitang Lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, attentive mind, with a very balanced, very focused mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. If you are practicing breathing meditation, please please do so. And if you are practicing Vipassana meditation, please keep on doing so. Whatever the meditation practice that you are practicing right now, may that meditation practice be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start your meditation practice. Now, everyone, please stay eyes closed. But for the new meditators, if you like, if you want, you can change your posture. You can relax your legs and redo the posture. Now we are going to share our loving kindness with everyone. First of all, let's share our loving kindness with ourselves. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread loving kindness towards yourself first. Now let's share our loving kindness with our parents, with our teachers, with our relatives and friends. May my dear mom, may my dear dad, may my dear teachers, relatives and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Now let's share our loving kindness with the neutral people. Those who are not friendly with us, at the same time, those who are not enemies of us. The neutral people. The people who are in the middle. May all the neutral people also be well, also be happy, also be peaceful. May all the neutral people be very peaceful. Please spread loving kindness towards the neutral people. Neutral people. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards our enemies. First of all, please forgive for the mistakes that they did. And at the same time, mentally, please ask forgiveness for the mistakes that you did. Now, please spread loving kindness towards the enemies. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards the enemies. Now let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings on the earth, all the beings at the sea, all the beings in the sky, all the beings in the whole universe. Let them have any shape, any capability, any, let them be clever or not clever. Let them be weak or strong. Whatever the qualities, differences that they do have, disregarding all those differences, let's share a loving kindness with all beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Spread loving kindness towards all the beings, all the beings. Now everyone, very calmly, very peacefully, please open your eyes. Open your eyes. Now please let your body to relax. Please join your palms together and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, so I'm so glad to see all of you proceeding little by little forward. So it doesn't matter whether we put forward small steps or big steps. What matters is going the journey. Even though there is an eagle which can fly far, very fast, if it doesn't fly, it go nowhere. It goes nowhere. Even though it is a tiny ant, right? If it walks, if it walks continuously, it can pass thousands of miles. So what matters is the journey. Gradually, with patience, so you go on your own journey. your own spiritual journey. You go this journey not outside. You go through yourself, right? So we go on journeys, but mostly outside to visit Universal Studio. Sometimes, if not, you go to Colorado to see uh, Garden of the Gods and this and that, or you go to Florida to see those nice beaches like that. You go on journeys. Those are outside journeys, but those are interesting too. But this one is very interesting. You are going through a journey inside yourself. So be patient and work persistently. Even though you go alone, please go alone, right? Sometimes you won't have many people to go together, but still go alone, right? So finally, make the determination to go and reach the final destination, real peace and real happiness. Keep that in mind and practice very ardently. So nowadays I'm teaching you about the 10 perfections. So I taught you about the first 4. What is number 1? Yes, dana means generosity, mental and physical generosity. Then second one, sila. What is that? Morality. And can you remember the third one, Keenan?
No, mindfulness.
No, letting go. Letting go means renunciation of negativities, right? So number 4 I taught in the last week, wisdom, right? So please keep this in mind. Always I ask and check whether you are remind. Not only you remind these things, please note the techniques that I teach down. And at the same time, please apply them in your life, right? So these are not for a philosophical entertainment. These talks are for your life, for the advancement of your practice. So please don't let them come through this year and go through this year. Write them down and please practice. Yeah. So what is effort? Effort means, so virya. That means with compassion towards you, developing compassion towards you, developing compassion towards the others with the right understanding. If someone works hard using both mind and body, right, that is called as effort. There are so many other words that we can use: perseverance, courage. So we say all those things. We use all those synonyms to describe effort. So somehow effort is effort. So that is effort. Even the Buddha, so if he didn't have effort, he wouldn't have attained the enlightenment. So if those enlightened beings, right, who attain the real peace and real happiness, if they didn't have the effort, they wouldn't have attained those stages, right? Keep those people, those great beings aside. If there is anybody who attain general peace and general happiness in this life, by practicing this, they got it because of their effort. So effort is very important. When Buddha sat under the Bodh tree of Bodh Gaya, he made 4 kinds of vows. to himself. He told himself, so let my flesh, let my skin dry away. Let my flesh dry away. Let my blood dry away. Let my nerves dry away. Whatever it happens, I won't stand up until I attain the enlightenment. So he said with such kind of a very strong determination, very strong effort. So when he made that determination, not only he made that determination, he kept on clinging to that determination, and he was sticking to it. And finally, the end result was he attained the enlightenment. Right. So sometimes there is no one to help you, but still, if you have effort, you can find path. You can find the right path. So there are so many examples, so spiritual wise, and at the same time, in general lives too. So Steve Jobs. So he started Apple, but he was dismissed from his own company. Then he started next, and again he tried. So he told once he went to the Hindu temple close by, and then he went to the Hindu temple for free food. So he was that much poor, but still he had perseverance. He had effort. Finally, he came out once again after a few years. He became the CEO of Apple once again, right? So inside every success story, there is effort. But it's very important. In the spiritual path, you need effort more than for the material things. So last time I told you that wisdom is the eyes. Effort is the legs. We need both eyes and we need the effort. To maintain the effort, Buddha taught us 6 psychological practices that we need to practice. Number one, you have to determine that I won't take adequate food. That means too much food. I won't eat too much. So some people, they are addicted. They become food lovers and they are addicted to food. They eat and eat and eat. So Buddha described that there are 6 kinds of people who reach the stage of eating too much. So these are the 6 kinds of people who eat too much. In brief, let me teach you. So Ahara Hattaka, that is the first person. Ahara Hattaka means there are certain people who eat and eat, and that person cannot stand up. So somebody has to help that person to stand up. So if you have this nature, you have to be careful. You should avoid that. And then there's another one, Butta Vammika. So there are certain people who eat and eat, and finally they start to vomit. Even after vomiting, they eat again, right? So somebody was this is an ancient story. Somebody ate like this too much, and now this person cannot stand up. So then there was a person who was serving. So he saw that this person is very uncomfortable now. So he's so uncomfortable. So this person went to this uncomfortable person who ate a lot and told him, sir, sir, please, so I can see you are about to become sick, and you look so uncomfortable because you ate a lot. So please keep your finger inside your throat and vomit. Then that person replied this, the server, the person who served food, if I could put my finger in instead, I would have put one more banana. Banana. So if I have the space to put my finger in, instead I would have put one banana inside. So there are such kind of people. So they are called as Buddha Mamik. Not only they eat too much, they start to vomit, and so then they start to eat again. So instead of the vomiting. So if someone has that stage, they have to be careful. Then Tatta Vattaka. There are certain people who eat a lot and excessively than the second one. So they fall. They can't bear their own body. They fall on the ground. So they are called as Tatta Vattaka. Then after that, Alan means so that these people eat and they become so full, so they have to remove all their clothes to feel comfortable. So there are such kind of people. And finally, Kakamasaka. So they eat. So these kind of people are rare, but there are. So they eat to the fullest level. And finally, there are some sort of more food are remaining inside their mouth. So even the crows, they can come and eat. Food their beak can eat. So they are called, such kind of eaters are called as, excessive eaters are called as Kakamas. So then these are the excessive eaters. So Buddha taught, if we have these kinds of natures, I don't think anybody here has those kinds of natures. So those kinds of characteristics. So instead, Buddha asked, as a whole, for everyone, Buddha instructed. So Chattaro pancha alopi abutva udakampi. That means eat and make space at least for 4-5 fists of food, and for the rest, drink water. For the rest, drink water. So at least make space for 4 or 5 handfuls of food, and for that space, please drink water. Right? Health advice. So Alam Pas Vihara, for such kind of people, so it is good to make the body relaxed. Right? Alam Pas Vihara, Pahitata Bhikkhunu. Especially this is for the people who practice. And that is number one. Don't eat excessive and eat adequate. Eat enough amount. And then, so again, so if you feel tired, then, so if you feel like drowsy or lazy, then change your posture. If you are sitting, stand up and walk. Not here during the meditation time. So stand up and walk. While you are walking, if you felt tired and lazy, sit down, right? And so if not, if both those things don't work, then go and wash your face with cold water. Wash your face and eyes with cold water. And right, that's another thing. Change your posture. And then number 3. So while you so close your eyes and think about the light. Think about the light. So inside, start imagining the light, right? So you close your eyes, even though it's nighttime, you remind the light, daytime. Then it changes. Number 4. So if all these things don't work, go outside. Go outside and start walking. Back and forth for a moment. And these are the things that you can do. And number 5, so associate noble friends, those who encourage the practice, right? So those who appreciate the practice. So that's another one. And then don't talk so unnecessary about unnecessary stuff. Instead, talk the things which are relevant, which are beneficial, and which are good. So it changes your body and mind too. So right. So these are the 6 things, 6 tactics that you can use to strengthen your effect. The other thing we need to think of other too. Anything can happen anytime. Buddha says, Ajjiva kichang atappang ko janya maranang suri. Right? You have to work today. Right? You have to work hard today. Who knows whether we'll die tomorrow? There are so many people who thought they'll live tomorrow, but they died today. So you have today. So if you keep on worrying about next year, next year, they have not yet come. Who knows? They'll be there. So appreciating this time, the day that you got, so you have to work hard. Ajjeva kichang atam, you have to work hard today, not tomorrow, right? For your benefit. Nahi no sangarantena mahasenina machana. There is no one who can wage war with the death, right? Anything can happen. And then, right. Then this is the courage, the effort. It is threefold. We have developed it in 3 ways. So there are 3 steps of courage. First kind of courage. So you gradually develop this effort to a level that your effort won't go away. You won't let go of your effort, even because of wealth, material wealth. You don't let it go. And even because of the other people's talks, you don't let it go. And then because of material gain or loss, you don't let your effort go. So this level of effort is the general level. So to reach that too, you have to work hard. This second kind of level. Gradually you practice courage, your effort to a level that even though you lose your body parts, you don't let go of your effort. Right? You work hard. And then finally, third and the utmost level is, even though your life goes, you won't let your effort go. This is the third and the last and the greatest effort. Right? So you practice effort in 4 ways. I told this. Number one, you practice your effort to come out of the negativities that you already do have. Number two, you practice effort not to let the negativities that you already don't have to arise. You don't let it to arise. Then third one, you practice effort to maintain the positivities that you already do have. And then number four, you practice effort to make space, that means to start the positivities that you have not yet started. That's why you practice effort. And finally, Buddha said, this is, so this stanza, it's in Pali, 2,600 plus years old language. So let me first teach you the stanza in brief, because it's a very soft language. Nice to hear these words. Arabata nikkamata yunjata buddha sasana. They are like poems. Okay. Dunata machu no sena nalagarang kunja. Yo imasming dhamma vinayi appamatto vihesati pahaya jati sansarang dukkha santang karisati. What does it mean? So, Arabata, start. Nikkamata, proceed. And Yunjata Buddha Sasana. So, engage in the practice deeply. Right? And so, just like an elephant crushes the jungle with not these huge bamboo trees, those small bamboo trees. So just like the elephant crushes the small bamboo trees of the jungle, so crush all the negativities. If someone practices ardently in this Dhamma path, right? So that person will come out of all the negativities and finally will put an end to all kinds of sufferings. Will attain real peace and real happiness. So be an elephant who crushes the jungle of bamboo trees. Welcome. So that is the end. So everyone, please think together today too. All of us practice this wonderful meditation technique, which is non-sectarian, which is pure, and which brings a lot of benefits in this very life. And not only in this very life, many lives to come. Okay. So, and accumulated a lot of positive energy. First of all, let's share this positive energy with all the sick people. May they gain this positive energy. May they come out of their sicknesses. May they gain their good health back. May they be able to live their life with good health. May this positive energy be with all of us. By the power of this positive energy, may we gain a long life with beauty, mental and physical strength, mental and physical comfort, and wisdom. Practicing this noble Dhamma path and coming out of all the negativities, developing all the positivities. May all of us finally attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, please concentrate. Abhivadana silise nichang vada pachainu chattaro dhamma vadanti ayuvangno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjato. May all of you be well. May all of you be happy. May all of you be very peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night to everyone. See you in the next week. Good night. Good night. Right down. Good night, Miss Dan. Good night, Ponte. Thank you. Good night. All right. Good night, Jaime. Buenas
Good night,
noches.
Bhante. Buenas noches.
Good
Thank you.
night. Good night, Mrs. Meena.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. May you be happy. Good night, Pragati and Rahul.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you.
May you be happy. May you be well. Good night.